Juventus è in vantaggio. Sciacquatevi la bocca, Leonardo Bonucci, la Juve in gol!
Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. 2-0, and what a debut for these two men. Thank you Sisman for starting the live with a donation and asking me to say Cherubini, 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 smart, he's smart guy Cherubini, because he bought two new players, Vlahovic and Zakaria, and there were they immediately to score the two goals of the game. 2-0, one goal of Vlahovic after 13 minutes. The guy needed two shots and 12 or 13 minutes to score his debut goal, and then in the second half an amazing pass of a reborn, a different Morata, beautiful pass for our new midfielder that not only was great defensively but also secured the win, because it was important today to go in that top 4, and that's what we did, because at the moment, as we speak, Juventus is in the top 4 for the first time in the season. Yes, Atalanta has a game in hand, but now everything is in our own hand. Why? Because we are playing versus Atalanta next weekend. We are playing versus them, and winning, we are keeping the distance. We will keep the distance. We have to keep the distance. So the two players that we bought, it's a bit like when you are at home and, you know, with the lockdown and so on, every time the windows are closed, that at a certain moment you open the window. Why are you opening the window? Not because you want to jump, because yes, it was a bit depressing how we were playing. No, you open the window because you want fresh air, and thanks to that fresh air, that new breath of fresh air, you are saying, yes, Juventus is back. Yes, there is a more complete Juventus. Yes, Juventus is playing differently. Yes, Juventus is still playing too low on the field, and we will see the stats. I will show you the stats and the average position of the players. The block of players were still too low. We have to go a bit more up. Everything was perfect this night. The ninth clean sheet on the last 13 games. That's a lot, 9 clean sheets. We are fixing the defense. We worked about it before the break. We also are fixing our midfield, and we were missing Locatelli today, but Rabiot played a great game in the midfield as well. He even tried to go for a beautiful shot from the distance, something that we are asking him to do because he has that in his quality. He did it, and Montipo at a certain moment in second half, he decided to become, again like in the home game, prime Buffon. Thank you Ron for the donation. He's telling us 2 debut goals and a win. Put some shine on a sloppy performance, Forza Juve. It was sloppy in certain parts of the game, but you see a Juventus that after the 2-0 they wanted to do again a bit better, a bit more. They wanted to go to that 3-0, and then we had probably a bit too much of changes because of the injury first of Chiellini, then Zakaria. It should not be something serious. It was his back. It's okay. Better prevent than being too late. Let's go. I received the mail with the last stats thanks to my great friend Jacopo. So I will try to read them. Wait, let me open them because we have a lot of stats here. Okay, is it a file? Yes, it's a file. Can we open it? I will try to go for the English version. Let me try to open it. Yes, here we go. Here we go immediately. I will tell you a bit of stats of that game. Wait, let me go and see the stats because I'm discovering together with you. Stats were 2-0 for Juve. We know that 1-0 at halftime. 8 shots for Juve on target and only 1 on target for Verona. That was where Juventus won because we had a lot of shots on target. That was important because at the end you see Verona, they had a lot of shots off target. That's where we won. But I want to read the mail because we have so much information there. Let me try to see it. Since November 21, Juventus have kept the most clean sheet in the big 5 European leagues. 9 in 13 matches, I already told you. With Vlahovic and Zakaria goals for the second time in Serie A. In 3 points, we have for a win area. Since 94-95. 2 Juventus players have scored in their debut match after September 11 in 2011 versus Parma. So, okay, just to explain you, the last time that 2 players scored in their debut game, it was versus Parma, that opening game of the winning cycle with Vidal and Lichtsteiner scoring. And now, after that game, it is Juventus that scored with Zakaria and Vlahovic. Only Lewandowski, 24, has scored more than Dusan Vlahovic, 18 in the Big 5 European League this season. Vlahovic is the 4th Serbian scorer for Juventus after Darko Kovacevic, Vladimir Jugovic and Milos Krasic. We even have more, but let's focus a bit on the chat and the people who are there. We are a lot. I want to read you, and I want to read and start reading Alan Yetrayan. Thank you for the donation, buddy, who's saying Morata, new style of play I am in love with. For me, he was the man of the match. I wished him to score as well. Let's go with the man of the match. Thank you for the donation, buddy. Man of the match. I can put 4 names, so I will put Vlahovic. I want to put Zakaria. I want to put Morata because in the second half he was really great. Actually, after the 25th minute, I want another name. So I have already 3 names. I want another name. Danilo was great. I agree, guys. Danilo was great. Danilo was super in terms of touch balls and so on. De Ligt, I see Danilo, De Ligt, Dybala, I will tell you why Dybala can't enter here. Morata, Danilo, I see a lot of Danilo. Let's put Danilo there, and then you can vote who you want to. Unfortunately, I can only put 4. They were probably a bit more of players than that. So you can vote now who was the man of the match. We will go through the stats of all these players. Antonio is saying Dybala or Danilo could have entered that top 4. We have put Danilo on. You can vote now. 53% of the people are starting immediately with Morata. Why? Because Vlahovic was a beast in the first half. He was incredible with 3 shots. 3 shots were really great. 2 were on target immediately. 1 was that close to be on target. So great performance from him as well, from Morata, and for Vlahovic, but then he disappeared in that second half. Saif Noah, let me try to find if I can see where your chat is. Can I see your chat? No, not yet. So I'm waiting for your chat to pin, but you wrote, and thank you for the donation, buddy. We suffered a lot still, it's true, but we have Vlahovic. Defenses have their hands full of all game. Morata was incredible. So let's pin the message if we see him, yes or no, because at a certain moment you were that much inputting messages. Here we are. Thank you, Saif. It's true that Juventus was not shaky, because at the end, was Verona dangerous? No, but we gave too much of the field. I will show you in a second with the stats so that you can see where Juventus was playing and how we played, because we have that... let me go. And Allegri was pissed off. Allegri was pissed off, and totally correct. I agree. I agreed with Allegri being really pissed off. I totally agreed with that. So let me go to here. Okay. So we have it. And then we can go to the graphics. Juventus that actually didn't start like that, because we didn't start with a 4-3-2-1, but we started with a 4-3-1-2 with Dybala behind Morata and Vlahovic in the first half. In the second half, we changed with Morata going down, and that's where he played even better in that position, even better from the moment he played there. We will go through all what you want later, but average position, you see that Juventus are the black dots. You see that too many players of Verona are in our half, and this is not healthy. This is not okay. This is where Juventus has to work on, because if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 players of Verona in your half. It's not okay because you are only here with Dusan Vlahovic that was man-marked by Gunter. They did a big game. That was a big fight. And Morata here. That's the only 2 players that you had in the half of Verona. Not enough. Not enough for Juventus. Was it a penalty or not? For me, yes. For me, it was a penalty. But that's where Morata starting to play really well. I can show you also his heat map. We can go here. That's the heat map of both teams. Of course, they are covering all the field. But if we go to Morata, you see that Morata, he played a bit more in the back in the beginning. And then you really see that he kept that position where he was really great at. It was not a real Mandzukic role because in that Mandzukic was playing in a 4-2-3-1 where he was going up and down on the left wing. Morata was not really doing that. He was opening spaces for Vlahovic, a lot of spaces there. He was going as a first presser of the game, was doing really well there. It was a different role, but a role that finally we saw a Morata playing at his best. Update on Zakaria, it should not be worrying. We will go and see on Twitter as well what we can see there. Ciao Yash! How is life? Life is good when Juventus wins, and especially we were waiting for the debut of this man. We were waiting for him so much. We were waiting as crazy for that guy. Vlahovic, and I see Paul Lombardi, thank you for the donation, buddy, who is saying Vlahovic is exactly what we needed. And you see it in the shots on target. Can we go to the graphics of Vlahovic? What was Vlahovic's performance? If you see in detail here, 5 shots on goal, 4 were on target, and that's the big difference where in the past we were not able always to go on target. This time we were able to do it. 4 shots on target, 1 goal for him, 1 was really close, 43 touches. He was not really accurate. Why? Because he always had that Gunter man on him. What a fight there. I was impressed by his physique, by the way that playing with the back to the goal, he's standing on his feet, something that we were not happy with Morata, because Morata, every time that he went into duel, when he was back to a defender, he was going on ground. Look at Vlahovic, how impressive he was, because the guy was holding him and he stayed there with his big physique. It's true that from that moment you are not really accurate, but he won 2 fouls. 2 times they were fouling him. There was a penalty on him. It is what it is. At the moment, you are voting 49% of the people for Morata. Look at Morata, 38 touches, 72% accuracy, 25 passes, 2 tackles, 2 foul ones, 4 fouls conceded, 2 key passes. In that duel at a certain moment, that trio, Dybala, Morata, Vlahovic, was working really well, and that beautiful assist for Zakaria. We will go to more details in a second, just the time that I brief a bit and I read you. Guido Gencarelli, thank you for the donation, buddy, who's saying Ciao Giuseppe, amazing how both players fit into our team. Morata was amazing, perfect position for him. Chiesa is back. When Chiesa will be back, the team was really hungry. The team was really hungry. Yes, they were really hungry. They still need to improve, according to me, that you can also manage the game without giving the possession too much to the opposition team. That's something that we have to understand. Managing the game doesn't mean let Verona come and be organized. You can also do it without giving too much the ball to the other players. What I believe, guys. Then we will speak about what we could have done better. There is one negative note, according to me, but then you will tell me that I'm criticizing Dybala too much. But am I right or wrong that I'm not liking the reaction of a Dybala after being subbed? You should be, as a vice captain, you should be happy for your team winning 2-0, understanding that on Thursday we are playing versus Sassuolo in Coppa Italia, and that we have an important game versus Atalanta. He traveled to Argentina. He came back 2 days ago. You saw that Cuadrado was on the bench, McKennie was on the bench, Alexandro didn't travel, he was not there. So you see that the players from USA and South America, they didn't play full game, so it makes totally sense. So I know that maybe you were feeling that you wanted to score. I have respect for that, but don't start being negative. Don't start being negative, because it gives a negative vibe on the team, especially in a moment where we are doing great, where everyone is happy, where you have that positive energy that we were looking for. And that's why I didn't put him in the top 4, because that's something, as a vice captain, you have some responsibility. Mohamed Youssef, thank you for the donation, buddy. The team looked different today. The danger is coming from different position. We will need to be better distributing in the midfield. Looking great, Juve. Yes, I agree. And I can show you immediately also with the stats if what Mohamed Youssef is saying is correct or not. Wait, we can see it here with the attacking thirds. It changed a bit. It's true. But if you are looking at the stats, you see that 41% were going on the left of our attacks, 36 on the right, 22 on the center of the field. In the first part of the game, at the first end of first half, you saw that it was really beautifully in balance. Then we started again in second half with all these changes to play a bit more on the left again, but Juventus started to play a bit more and starting to distribute where we have to play, not always on the same side. So correct comment, Mohamed, it's true. Ciao Cecilia, grande Cecilia. Am I dreaming? We are not there yet, Alessio. There is margin for improvement. That's what I believe. But we saw some beautiful fresh air. Much needed fresh air. Thank you for the donation, Stefan. I said some time ago that we only had 5 good players at a time. I saw today 10, 11 great players playing together. I am impressed. Verona are solid. Verona scored 43 times in Serie A. 43 times. They were in the top 5, I believe, of the teams that scored the most. Today they didn't score, not even 1 goal. And they were only dangerous 1 time with 1 shot on target. So congrats also to our defense, to De Ligt, to Chiellini, even to Rugani, who entered for Chiellini. But I agree, solid team that they are trained by Igor Tudor. They have a lot of grinta. They started immediately to be aggressive in the beginning of the game. Juventus, they knew what to do. Hey, do you remember the first game? Do you remember the first game we played versus them? It was a totally different game. Thank you again, Stefan Fircea, for the donation. Allegri was in a good mood today. No, Allegri was pissed off in the last 20 minutes. Why? Because he saw that we were taking hits from everywhere, and this is not acceptable. Not acceptable at all. You can't, because you know, if at the 80th minute you concede a goal versus Verona, you know that the game is changing and you can go for a 2-2. So he was totally correct. Totally correct. Thank you, Temporary Peace, for being member since 4 months, who is saying, honestly, I feel proud of the boys today. We can be proud. We can be proud also of a reborn Rabiot. Now, I don't want to go too excited with Rabiot. Why? Why? Because Rabiot, you know that today he's great, tomorrow he can be a bit inconsistent. I want to see this kind of performance game after game after game from Rabiot. Will he play versus Sassuolo? Maybe. Will he rest versus Atalanta? Maybe. Don't forget that we didn't see a full lineup because we are still missing Locatelli. We are still missing Locatelli there. If Locatelli would have played instead of Rabiot, guys, we had the starting 11. The best possible 11 that we could have. Thank you for the donation, Tony Spontano. First, let me read. Morata, great performance. What a game. He needed this. Morata now that is putting a lot of question marks, because we know that from Atletico Madrid at the end of the season, if we want to buy him, we can buy him. He was that close to leave Juventus, go to Barcelona. He received too much criticism. Did I want him to leave Juventus? Probably yes. I wanted him to be happy somewhere else. He was receiving unjustified and too much criticism. Of course, nobody else could score, so every responsibility was going on him. Dybala, Morata staying. With a discount, not 35 million. That's too much money. Zakaria showed us what we wanted to see from Bentancur 5 years ago. Yes, don't forget, Bentancur started well as a sub. He started well, and he lost himself at Juve. I thought we looked so confident today. I really think that we win against Roma was a turning point. The team is playing with passion and grinta. Don't forget that beautiful win of 4-3 versus Roma. Referee was inexperienced tonight. Penalty and yellow on Morata. I agree on that one. There was a penalty. 100%. Beppe checks Vlahovic comment on Dybala. Instagram post. I will go for that. Let me first, because these are more important. Your comments, guys, are more important. Tony Spontano was saying Dybala plays okay, but act bad. He needs to respect. I was not happy. I tell you, it's a pity that we have to finish with that negative thing. It's a pity. I didn't want that. I didn't want that negativity. I'm not happy. I'm not happy about that, but just that, because he played great today. Huh? He played a beautiful game, but just understand the moment. The moment is that you travel to South America. We were winning 2-0. We have to test. Tranquillo. But look at here. And that's what I want to see. I want to see these kind of messages. That's where I'm happy. That's where I'm happy. Paulo Dybala and Vlahovic. Can I see the comments? No, I can't. Why can't I see the comments? I can't see the comments, but let me try to see if I can see on my phone. Maybe I can read it, the comment, because that's what I want. Hey, that's what I want. But also when you're sub, and then it was 100% performance. Then it was the perfect performance. So let me go to the comment sections. Look at that. That's a beautiful one. Vlahovic Dusan was saying La Gioia, grazie with an A. For the assist. That's a beautiful one. That's something I like. That's something I like. Let's put a maximum of like on that comment. Grande. Paulo Dybala was said +3. But that's what I want. Can we see it here? I don't know why. I don't have the comments, guys. I don't have. Okay. It's okay. Maybe I have to put it bigger. Here. Here we are. Here we are. Look at the comments of Vlahovic. Grande. Grande Vlahovic. Meanwhile, what were you saying, guys? Guido Gencarelli said, I have to say that we are building a nice team that can win more than in Italy. Ooh, that's a big one. That's a bold statement. Still need one more good backup midfielder. Soon Champions League will be ours. You know, guys, here is the tattoo of the logo. You know that here there is a spot waiting. A spot waiting for something incredible, guys. The spot is waiting there. I would say it's maybe a bit too soon to start dreaming about Champions League dreams and so on. Why? Guys, we just played one game versus a solid Verona. We did a beautiful performance. Are we there yet? Not yet. If you have to play, and I show you again the stats. If you have to play and your block, and you see the average position of the player, your block is that low, it's dangerous. It's still dangerous. We have to go a bit more up, a bit more up, a bit more up. That's what I want. I want to see really fast. Thank you for the donation, Guido. Amer with the donation saying, hello, how do you think our team will be in the Champions League? Well, there is one big question I have. And that question will probably, when that question will be answered, I will be ready to answer that question. The question is that man here, Zakaria. Zakaria that played really well today as a mezzala, as a number 8 box-to-box player. He did both phases really great, the offensive and the defensive. He even scored one goal, which is simply amazing for his debut. We were all expecting Vlahovic to score. We were not expecting Zakaria to score. We were expecting him to do a great work with his big and long legs. What he did, we can go through his performances before I answer the question. So his performance, if we go to the general stats of the player, the general stats of Zakaria were where is he? He's here. Zakaria, wait. Here. Zakaria, we see. Let me put here. I'm not seeing the things. Wait. Players defense. Okay, players defense. In terms of interceptions, you see that Zakaria had 4 interceptions. It was the most together with Danilo. 2 tackles, 1 tackles. Clearances, 1. Fouls committed, 1. Fouls 1, 0. These were the stats of Zakaria in terms of defense. If we go in general successful dribbles, we see that Zakaria, where is he? 1 successful dribble on 1 tentative. Total duels, look at the duels, 7. 3-1 could have been a bit better here. Total aerial duels, 2. And then you see ball possession 1, 7. The one that won the most possession was Arthur with 14. That's a lot. That's a lot. The one that won the most duels was Rabiot. So our midfield without Locatelli was already really strong. And to answer the question of before, how will we be in Champions League? It depends on that man. Will he play actually instead of Arthur, because he can do that position with McKennie on the right and with Locatelli on the left? Or will he play more as today as a number 8 going up and down with Locatelli instead of Rabiot with Arthur there? We have now a lot of solutions. The player that Cherubini, Arrivabene, Juventus bought today was really important because they are completing the team, and where in the past we had to change formation, lineup, and every time we had something that was not working well, today we can change lineup, we can change man, we can do whatever we want. The missing pieces were added to that Juventus. Allegri knew what he wanted when he said that Morata is going nowhere. But, guys, then maybe you're telling me, no, but Beppe, it's not true. But the truth is that since the beginning, I tell you, guys, Morata is not my favorite player and he will never be my favorite player. I always told you that in terms of player. In terms of person, I like him. But I always said that this season, probably the fans were too harsh on Morata. I was taking his defense because I know what the qualities of Morata are. I know what he can offer, but he has to be in the conditions to be there. You know, it's the same thing as you tell me now, okay, Giuseppe, you will do the YouTube channel of Juventus, but you will do it in Portuguese. Oh, maybe I'm a good streamer, a good content creator, I'm good at editing, I'm good at putting some familiarity, but if you are asking me to do it in Portuguese, I will be bad because I can't speak Portuguese. And that's the thing. And that's what we were asking to Morata. We were asking him to speak Portuguese. No, he can't speak Portuguese. He's speaking Spanish. So, you see, the problem was that there was nobody else that could do that role. It would certainly not be... who was it? The other one. It would certainly not be Moisken that is also playing that kind of Morata role. So in that 4-3-2-1, Moisken can sub Morata and do the same kind of job. And we have there up front Vlahovic. He's playing 90 minutes immediately. And the guy, he doesn't care. He's playing immediately 90 minutes. Here. First goal of Vlahovic. Thank you for the donation, Muhammad. Thus, the formation today, best to supply balls for Dusan Vlahovic. Yes, even if at a certain moment I believe that we were going a bit too much with long balls. There was a part of the game where we were going with long balls, going to look too much for him immediately. Why is that? I don't know. He has the physique. Yes, he can catch the balls. He can fight. It's correct. But we had the midfield to... We had the midfield today to not obligedly go there. Roberto, I love Dusan's confidence. Yes. Gatti, Vlahovic, Zakaria all scored. It's true. Don't forget about Gatti, Serie B with Frosinone, a Juve player that will arrive next season. He scored today. Allegri spoke really well about him as well. And Roberto is saying that the Dybala mask. He played well. We will go on Dybala in the next topic. We go through Dybala. What we liked and what we didn't like about him. But this team, this is a team that is capable to finish off the project. I never believed in Higuain and the players we had before. These guys are world class that can make the difference in a final. Hey, I don't know. we had a strong team in 2015, even 17. We had a really strong team. I would not go too crazy. Let's wait a bit of time. Let's wait. Don't put too much pressure on. Let's go and win the Champions League, even if you heard about it. But Moreno, the player of Villarreal, came back from injury. First game after 35 minutes. He had to go out because he injured himself again as well. The future looks bright. And let's look at a picture from the future. From the future, why? Because Zakaria will be a player that is arrived, yes, today, first game. But look at that. Wait. Wait, I want to first let you see the picture in big here. Look at that. Let's put a like. We have to put a like. Zakaria and Dusan. Bad quality, to be honest. You could have found a better picture, a better quality. And what was the message there? Bellissimo. First match, first goal, first win. Forza Juve. I love that. Forza Juve. I love that. Grande, grande Zakaria. Grande Zakaria. Grande Zakaria. Look at the stories of Zakaria. Ooh, we love that. He's feeling well. He's feeling well. He's okay. Guys. These are collector's items. Go do some screenshots. Do whatever you want. These are collector's items. What are they saying on Twitter? Look at the bag of Dusan. What a beast. What a beast. It looked like a closet. Mamma mia. What a beast. Grande. Let me check. What are they saying? Happy birthday to the nonno of Joe Cappuccino. The team, Manuel Locatelli, allo stadio, nel nostro stadio, a tifare la Juve, come da bambino. Beautiful words of Locatelli, who's saying, I was at the stadium, in our stadium, supporting Juve as when I was a kid. Guess who's back? Rav on, oh, that's beautiful. There will be Rav on the episode of Turin Giant Postcat. If you have nothing to do, go for it. Look at that. Vlahovic with the tongue. Guys, is it true that Vlahovic celebrated with a Dybala mask? Some people told me that, but I didn't see it. Giuseppe, I promise if Juve will be in the Champions League final, I will tickets for both of us. Hey, Guido, pay attention. Don't play with my heart. I saw the message. Don't play with my heart. Marco, we're just okay. Juve was just okay tonight, but very hopeful for the future. I want to calm down also the excitement. We were good, not perfect. Good, but not perfect. That I agree with Bogdan. No, who said it? With Marco. Zakaria scoring reminded me of Khedira when he came to Juve. Yes, but it's totally a different player. Totally different player. Zakaria's first pass was to a green shirt. He thought he was still at Borussia Mönchengladbach. It can be. It's true. Ciao Aldo. Zakaria started badly with a few misplaced passes. It's true. First 10 minutes he had to find how to put himself on the field. I was a little bit worried. I was not, but he grew in confidence and really had a good debut in the end. Happy for him. Wait until Chiesa comes, mamma mia. But then where will you play him? I'm happy. I want him to come fast, but where? That will be a big dilemma next year. But that's next year. Let's first focus on this year. Allegri. Dybala plays really well. Sacrificed himself for the team and gave Vlahovic an excellent assist. Morata did the same with Zakaria. I agree with the comments of Allegri. I have to say about the performance of Dybala. I was, again, doubting where he could play. When he have too much freedom, where he would be on the field. At the end, he did really well. I think we found the perfect role for Dybala in that. People were saying 4-3-3 playing on the right. No, he was playing really in the position that he needed to play in. We can see on SofaScore his heat map of Dybala. You see, still tending to go on the right, still tending to go a bit more there. But then you see that he was going a bit more up. And he needs to be a bit more present. I want to see a Dybala here. That's where I want to see. But in the second half, Allegri probably told to him, he said, pay attention because you're too much here, because these are really things from the first half. And then he went more on the center, and you saw a clear difference with Zakaria and Dybala. Arthur, really on the mid, played a great game as well. Rabiot more on the left, not as a winger, even if you see that he's really present there on the wing for Rabiot. Dusan, and that's what we were expecting from Dusan, staying up front. Staying up front. Can you please change that shirt to SofaScore? If there is someone from SofaScore, change that purple shirt, because now he's a bianconero. He's a black and white player, so do it really fast, please. Thank you. Marlon Ake will score against Sassuolo. We will see a few players, maybe of the youth team versus Sassuolo, who can be there on the bench or not. I don't know. On the other hand, pay attention, because I think that Allegri will use that game versus Sassuolo to try some things. Maybe we can see a Zakaria playing as a 6. It can be the moment. It can be the moment to see him there. I love the enthusiasm, but it's to be too early to make conclusion for Juventus game today. I agree. Even if, guys, I prefer to have conclusions with a beautiful win than otherwise. Dusan Vlahovic, number 7, grande Mangiro, the Del Piero tongue. I don't know if he did it for him or not, but great. Commentator said that as well. I didn't see it. Can someone tag me if we see a picture of Vlahovic doing this? I didn't see the mask, to be honest. Folto is giving a really great feedback here. He's saying Vlahovic will have to get used to it. I agree. To the referees, I agree. 3 important points with a secure performance. That's the message of Arthur on social media. The enthusiasm of the young kids, the will, the grinta, who were already here. 3 points, a Juve 3 points. That's the message of Bonucci. Chiellini saying a convincing success that is opening a new cycle of games that are fundamental for our season. Let's go like that. Grande. Beautiful messages from Capitano Chiellini. Del Piero vibes. Oh, pay attention, mamma mia! But that first shot of Vlahovic immediately was crazy, oversized cherry. I bet on Vlahovic to score first, because I knew he will create an instant impact, and I won €40. I received a message from a good friend of mine. I didn't read it, but I saw the notification. He did the same. And he played €100 and he won €205 with Vlahovic scoring. He won 400. He won 400 because he said Dusan Vlahovic to score the first goal. It was at 4. Mamma mia, but it was an easy bet. But hey. Beppe, can you say for us, Cherubini, smart guy, Cherubini. You have the, guys, you have the emote of Cherubini, I believe, in the chat. Do we have the emote of Cherubini in the chat? I don't know if we have Cherubini. Yeah, we have Cherubini. Look at that. I will use the emote of Cherubini. Cherubini is in the chat. We have also the one of Mo El Tactico, but also the one of Cherubini. Cherubini. Michael tagged me on Twitter. Guys, you tagged me. Maybe we can see now the Dybala mask. A lot of people, everyone tagged me. Oh, it's a bit foggy, but it's true. We see it. I don't know if it's the hand of Vlahovic or the hand of Dybala. No, it's the hand of Vlahovic. He was look at the smile. Look at that damn smile. Look at the smile. I like. Thank you, Thomas. Okay. A lot of people, mamma mia. Grande. Here we even have the movie. Look at that. We even have the movie. I like that. Grande, guys. Thank you. It was a fact. Mohamed, Zakaria ha preso un colpo alla zona lombare da verificare che egli non può faticato al polpaccio. So Zakaria took here, a knock here, we will verify it, we will monitor it. A lot of people are putting Cherubini now. It's a reign of Cherubini, maximum of Cherubini. Everyone that is a member of the channel and is able to do it, I want a maximum of Cherubini. Cherubini, man of the match. He changed the game, it's true. Cherubini, look at that. Jesus Masias with the Cherubini. Oversight Cherry, Bogdan, Alessio, Stavros, Juventus for life, GTA Bianconero, Anthony Schifano, Bogdan again, Stefano Castelli saying our strikers need time to work together better. Yes, it's correct. It's correct. It's stopping the party. It's stopping the... Stefano, he wanted to stop the reigns of Cherubini. Cherubini. Abba is there as well with Cherubini. You've sent me a message on Instagram. I didn't reply yet, but I saw the notification. I have to come back to you. Bye. Zakaria plays better in the attack. He's dangerous. He's like Pogba. No, he's not yet like Pogba. He's not like Pogba. I would love to, but he's not like Pogba. Even if he scores today, but I don't see him like Pogba. Pogba had that vision, that look, that technique and so on. Zakaria is another type of player. It's more a Vieira. It's a Matuidi with feet. But no, not even Matuidi. I would go for really Vieira. But maybe for the young people, they didn't see Vieira playing. It was great, guys. It was really great. He's like, okay, of course he's Zakaria, but of course we are always comparing to some players that we know from the past. And Beppe, by the way, thank you for all the content you gave us. Thank you for you, Rambo, and all the people that are watching me and putting a maximum of like 326 like. It's not enough. It's not enough. I want more. I want to hear this. Grande. Flippo, Locatelli, McKennie, Zakaria, please. Can be, even if Artery played well. But now we can rotate, and that's the beautiful thing. What we couldn't do in the past, we can do now. We can rotate. If you see today, Rabiot, Arthur, Zakaria worked well. Locatelli is a starter. You can play him now finally as a box-to-box. I'm curious to see Locatelli as a box-to-box with Arthur and Zakaria. We can play with Zakaria there in the middle. We can play with Locatelli in the middle, with Arthur. Locatelli and Zakaria then can play as box-to-box. We have a lot of solutions, and it depends also about the opposition, who will play. We can change, we can have a diverse solution. We can even play with two. I see beautiful things, guys. We miss, and Juventus wants to go for another big midfielder next season. But two players, what it can change. What it can change. I would go more like that, more than the Pogba. I don't touch Pogba, guys. Beppe, Fratelli, tell me, do you remember when we were calling Vlahovic in our dreams months and months ago? Oh yeah, I remember. Of course, I remember every step of the Vlahovic dream that started in September, beginning of October. I remember that. Come on, guys, put more like. Hey, thank you, grande. Let's go to the 400 at least. Base 1G, Zakaria is Momo Sissoko update patch. Yes, it's true. You know why I'm not comparing him too much to him, even if Sissoko is a Juventino that I love. He's a guy that I really have so much love for. The only thing with Momo Sissoko is that he played insanely good for 6 months when he arrived. He was not in the best ever Juve, and then he started to drop. A bit. We were in a bad Juve. He couldn't give his maximum. Also, the African Cup where he had to travel. He had some period where he had some Ramadan to do, and when he was not at his best, and then he started losing a bit of form, unfortunately. But the first 6 months of Sissoko were great, were absolutely great. Absolutely. Imagine the moment for Vlahovic, dream move to our great club and scoring on his debut. He will not sleep tonight. I will not sleep tonight, so imagine him. Beppe, did you know Juve has no left winger of FIFA? I don't know. I don't know. Danilo and De Ligt called Zakaria back and he just pointed to Arthur. I don't get that one. De Ligt and Danilo and De Ligt called Zakaria back and he just pointed to Arthur. I don't know. Let me continue. I like Arthur. He's definitely good. And two guys. So let's go, guys. Let's go to the player performance. You can put scores if you want to. I don't really like to put a lot of scores to the people. But let's start with Szczesny. The performance of Szczesny. Look at that. My emote is in the body of Szczesny. Thank you, Guido Gencarelli, who's saying I'm so excited to see Chiesa with Dybala and Vlahovic. Hey, let's wait. Let's wait. What about Dybala? Will he renew or not? At the moment, there is no signature. So at the moment, we have a free player that can leave whenever he wants at the end of the season. So Szczesny, a lot of people are saying 777. Clean sheet, again, yes, also with the defensive organization. It's true. But Szczesny did, I think, one big save. If I'm not wrong. Yeah, one big save. He did one big save. Was an important one. 48 touches for Szczesny, did great. I'm happy with his game. He deserved that 6.5 or 7 as you want. Great one, great game from Szczesny, guys. Wait, Guido. Thank you for the comment, Guido. Then we have another player, the second one, De Sciglio. What about De Sciglio, guys? What about the game of De Sciglio? Was he great? Not. How did he play on the left? He tried some crosses. They were not perfect, to be honest, today. He was a bit less precise with his crosses. But he played, for me, a good game. 2 clearances, 1 tackle. He was dribbled 1 time. People are saying 6.5, 6.5 for him. Yeah, I think a 6. Ron Rositano, Juventus for like 5.5. I would not go for 5.5 when you have a clean sheet and when you didn't risk a lot. But he did 7 long passes, 3 were accurate, 1 cross was good on 4 attempts. He was not precise, so a 6 is a good score for him. What about Danilo on the right side of the field? Danilo, according to me, he deserves a beautiful score. He did really great, Danilo. 90 minutes played, 2 clearances, 4 interceptions, 4 tackles. He was dribbled past only 1 time. He lost possession 14 times, which is still a lot. 18 touches, 80% pass accuracy. He deserves absolutely a 7. Absolutely a 7. Great game from him. Absolutely, yes. Great. So then you have the center backs. Matthijs de Ligt. How did he play, Matthijs de Ligt? Matthijs de Ligt, 90 minutes as well for him. 5 clearances, 1 blocked shot, 2 tackles, 2 ground duels, 1 on 2, 3 aerial duels, 1 on 5. 52 times he touched the balls. He didn't cross. He tried with 4 long balls 1 time. He was accurate, a 7. Solid 7 for him. You know I don't like the ratings, but you are putting them 7. I see a lot of 7. Great. We have a super chat meanwhile before going to Giorgione Chiellini. So what is the super chat saying? Let me try to find, because you are putting so many messages. Sometimes it's hard for me to find it. Here we are. Key A, thank you for the message from Canada. Vlahovic absolutely drains the defender's mental and physical energy. This gives a lot of opportunity to our other attackers. Forza Beppe. Thank you, Kie. I agree. Physically, a beast. We will go through him in a second. The man of the match was won by Morata. You have decided that. But the first half of Vlahovic was incredible, guys. Was really incredible. But really, seriously, yeah, the impact of him was out of this world. Really, seriously. Chiellini, 46 touch, 36 passes, 75% accuracy. If we go to Giorgione Chiellini, let's go to him. Played 75 minutes before being subbed because of that injury. It's slight injury again, Chiellini, and that is big problem. Can we count on him on every game? No. Luckily, Bonucci is back and he will soon take again his starting spot. But he played a great game. Huh? He played a great game. 7 as well for him. The defense, the two center backs were perfect. At a certain moment, I don't understand, we had our Giorgio Chiellini that started to think that he was a builder of the attack. He started running with the ball, going in front. At a certain moment, I had to laugh a lot because there was a kind of 1-2 between Vlahovic and Chiellini. Vlahovic was thinking, I don't know, that it was Arthur or someone with beautiful feet, a Maradona, and he gave him the ball back. Probably you need a bit more training and understanding each other. Grande Capitano with the turban, with the bandage, Giorgio Chiellini. Then we had our midfielders. We start with our Arthur. How did Arthur play today? Look, Arthur was not that visible, but at the end he played well. He played well. If you go to press box and you go through his stats, guys, he had a big stats. Huh? Arthur had big stats in terms of touched balls and so on. Look at that, Arthur. Second most touched balls with 67 after Danilo. 47 passes, 42 were accurate, so 89% of passes. Passes in final 30 did 6 and they were 100% correct. Arthur played well, my friends. He played really well. I liked Arthur, even if he was not someone that you were expecting to do these vertical passes, these assists and so on. But he was good today. I have confidence that he can do that role. Depending also when we will have big pressure teams. Let's see. But the 6.5 can be a correct rating. Stefano Gasparo, I saw your... I was talking about your message a bit earlier that you sent. I saw the notification. Party, yeah? But you have to buy, at least you have to buy the new shirt of Vlahovic with the money that you won, thanks to him. What about Zakaria, guys? Zakaria, our Swiss midfielder. What a game. What a game of Zakaria. You told it correctly. You said it first. You said, guys, Zakaria, he started a bit with misplaced passes. Guys, don't forget, Borussia Mönchengladbach, Bundesliga, going to Serie A, going to Juve. What a big step up for that player. He probably felt a bit that pressure of the start, but after 10 minutes it was gone and then he started to do such a great game. I was sure about it. I was convinced about it. I wrote it a few days ago. Pay attention to Zakaria. Joel Ways, boys, thank you for the donation, buddy. From UK, saying sign Simon Tollerton in the summer. He's a great center midfielder. To be honest, I don't know that much Simon Tollerton. Maybe I should go and watch a bit how he's playing, but I'm not 100% sure. 8 for his debut goal. 8 is maybe a bit too much, but a 7.5 also because of his debut goal, I think it's a good rating. He was top. Vincenzo, he was a bit late. He just finished watching the game and he's saying woohoo. Thank you again. I will observe Tollerton. I don't know how he is. But great game for Zakaria, and then we have the other midfielder, Adrien Rabiot. What about his performance of Adrien Rabiot? What about the performance of Rabiot? Again, for me, Rabiot is a good player that has possibilities. Allegri said it. He doesn't know what he's able to do. The problem is, if he's not knowing but is showing, I'm happy. I don't care if he knows or not. The problem is that he's not always showing. And today he played really well, but what kind of Rabiot will we see the next time? The stats of Rabiot are really incredible. Huh? He played really well. Huh? 41 passes, 55 touches, 5 tackles. He was the number 1 in terms of accurate tackles. 5 tackles on 5. He did a really great game, Rabiot. Huh? One big shot, an impressive shot with so much power. I liked Rabiot today. The problem is I want to see Rabiot today. I want to see Rabiot, the same Rabiot versus Sassuolo. I want to see the same Rabiot versus Atalanta. And then we can speak about someone that can start being that starter. Today, even after today, I would not put Rabiot in the starting 11. Even if today was 100% convincing. He didn't do any mistake. He was playing well, but he lost a bit of my trust in terms of consistency. From the moment he will be consistent with his performances, then we can speak about him entering as a serious contender to play in that midfield. Let's see. Roberto is... When is Sassuolo? Thursday, Alessio. And Roberto is saying Archer needs Locatelli like a pasta needs sauce. Can be. That's a beautiful description. Beautiful description. Now that we spoke about the midfielders, let's go to the strikers, guys. I will put you Dybala here with the Dybala mask, and I will put a poll for Dybala. That's important for Dybala. The poll about rating Dybala, taking everything into the consideration. So I will start with a 7.5. I will put a 7 here. I will put a 6.5, and I will put a 6 for Dybala. Actually, it's not true. Yeah. Okay, let's go. 4 choices for Dybala. You can choose, guys, what you want to for Dybala. His rating. Did he play well? I tell you the truth, yes. And we have a comment from Mohamed Youssef. Thank you for the donation. Who's saying if Dybala does 4 more good games, plus we qualify next round in Champions League, Juve will renew him. Dybala isn't going for new experience. You can read it on his face. Is correct. While you are voting about his score, and I see that a lot of people are already putting 48% of the people are putting 7.5 on his performance. It's correct. He doesn't want to leave. Dybala doesn't want to leave Juventus. He loves Juventus. He loves the city. He loves the club where he became actually big after Palermo, where he did really great in the beginning, where he lost a bit himself due to injury, due to the fact where he had to play or not positioning, due to the arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo. Don't forget that, guys. Don't forget that it's not easy for a player to have a new way of playing, because a big player like Ronaldo comes and then you are injured, so it's really hard. You know that I am a lot of time complaining about when he's free to play, that he's going too much in the back, that he's going too much on the right side. You remember Kulusevski couldn't find his own position because Dybala was a lot of time in the same field. Today he played like I wanted to. Even if I think I would not have put a 7.5, I would have put a 6.5 for 2 reasons. 6.5. He would have had a 7 if from the start of the game he would have played a bit more centrally and don't occupy the space of Zakaria. That's one. Secondly, because of that face, that grimace he put after being subbed at the 75th minute. This is not okay. This is not okay. You have to behave better when you are at Juve. I don't like that. This is something, when he's doing these kind of things, it's putting me out of control. Except of that perfect game. Did he shot on goal, Dybala? I don't know. I don't know if he had shot on goal. I don't remember. Maybe one time. Let me check to the attacking stats. Paulo Dybala, one time. One time on goal, and it was on target. I don't remember by heart which one it was. I forgot which one it was. No, it was in the second half. It was a beautiful one. Yeah. So one time on target. It's true. Abai, thank you for your donation, buddy. Even if Dybala renews, I think our game will evolve away from him to more pacey and flexible wingers. He may become a specialist player for compact teams. Yes, you know, That's the big discussion. I would love to keep Dybala. I would really love to keep Dybala because he's there since so long. You're attached to a player. He can offer a lot. Look, today he plays really great. So I would love to keep him. But it's true, and I told it, and I'm really honest. If he leaves, I think it's for a new way of playing, maybe going towards that more European 4-3-3 with Vlahovic in the middle, Chiesa on the left, and who knows, maybe a Zaniolo on the right. Apparently, Zaniolo rumors are really strong, and it will not even be linked with Dybala renewal, yes or no. But Juventus really want to go for the Roman player that yesterday scored a great goal. On the other hand, if I'm criticizing Dybala for some behaviors he has when he's subbed out, then I have to criticize also Zaniolo, that yesterday he went crazy after that goal that was cancelled. First he received a yellow card because celebrating like crazy, and then when he was disallowed a few moments later, he said something to the referee, and he had that second one that he will miss next game because of this kind of stupid behavior. So I know sometimes it can happen where you lose your concentration, your focus. We are all human and everyone is allowed to do some mistakes, but it can't be always, because when it's too much, then it's annoying. Oh yeah, but everyone is happy with the performance of these guys. Dybala celebrated Vlahovic goal more than doing his own goals. It's true. It's true. He was super happy with the assist, super happy that he scored. We saw it on social network. It's correct. So you are giving him a 7.5 and a 7. Guys, we reached the 400 likes, even a bit more. So and I saw some people who were asking how can we become a member of the channel. It's really easy. You have the link into the description. Click on the link and then you can go there. Ungrateful. Ooh, Seifu is saying ungrateful. I don't know why. I don't know to who. Maybe to Dybala that was ungrateful because he was subbed. But ungrateful maybe because he started the game. You know that he had the international travel. Or maybe to me because I said that, I don't know. I don't know. Steph, really, Beppe, were you so upset at Cristiano Ronaldo attitude? Yes, I was. Of course I was. I said it. I remember last year. No, it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, but also last year I was super upset. I always said it. I don't like the behaviors when Ronaldo was doing like that in the middle of the field. I was always saying, and pay attention, Cristiano Ronaldo, 134 games, 101 goals. That was one part that I will always celebrate and always say that it was perfect and great. Now, on the other hand, on the behavior, that was something that I was always pissed off. Always pissed off. I don't like when... because you remember one time I went totally crazy and nuts when was it? I don't remember. It was a moment where he didn't score and he was pissed off at all the team and he was giving up and he was pissed off on Chiesa because Chiesa, you remember the game that he scored versus Atalanta, his first goal with Juve. He scored, he was in an amazing moment and Ronaldo was actually pissed off at him because he didn't do a pass or something like that, and I don't like that. That was something, and still now the same, that I didn't like from a Cristiano Ronaldo behavior. You see it also at Manchester United, it's the same. He went out last time, he was crying on the bench, your team was winning 3-0 or 2-1. It's stupid. Morata we must sign. Wait. It was to me, Seifu. It was to me. I knew it was to me. Wait, it's not over. Another clean sheet for Rugani. It's correct. Guys, you know, I have the pictures of everyone here. I forgot to put Rugani. What about Morata? We spoke a lot about him already in the live, so I don't want to go too much on Morata again. He didn't shot on goal today. De Sciglio shot, Rabiot, Zakaria, Dybala, Moisken shot, Weston McKennie. Morata didn't, but he did a really great game. He did a beautiful assist. He did great. Grande Morata. A lot of people said he was man of the match, deserved how he sacrificed. Grande. Grande. Beautiful one. Grande Morata today. And I'm happy. I'm happy because it's deserved that sometimes people can can also appreciate the work rate. Really. So I agree with a big score for him. Man of the match, I would also go for Morata, maybe. Yeah. I still have to rewatch the game, but I think I would do the same. Alejandro Paredes, 9 for him. And then we have the last one, our Serbian player, our new addition, the one that is never failing when he's going on target, Dusan Vlahovic. What about Dusan, guys? What about Dusan? What a performance. What a performance from Dusan. He received the ball from a beautiful assist from Dybala. Boom, a shot, crazy shot on target. Then the other one, a beautiful one from Dybala, and he went chipping the goalkeeper. 1-0, 30 minutes. If he would have continued with that first half, he would have been man of the match. He didn't. It was more difficult in the second for him. But what a guy. What a guy. Zakaria and Vlahovic, guys, they changed Juventus. They completely changed Juventus. I told you in the beginning of the live, you open the window, fresh air is coming in. A much needed fresh air. And you see him. He's not hesitant. He's not hesitant. If there is that space, he's going for it. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. I tell you, mamma mia. By the way, I won, I think, a few points today. He was my captain in, let me check. I have to check. I have to wait. 9.5 for Vlahovic. Ooh, that's exaggerated. It was a bit more difficult for him in the second half. Yeah, a goal for Vlahovic. Grande. Again, guys, ranking. That's important. The ranking. Let me check first if there are a bit more stats. I received so many stats. Here we have. I can show you this here. Tactical formation from Juventus. You see, at the end we had 2 men here. You see, that's how Juventus played. And then you have Verona that was much more attacking than us. So what I wanted to check, guys, was the ranking. The ranking at the moment. Serie A. Gabriel is buzzing. He's buzzing. Gabriel. Let me take away Vlahovic. Here we are. Serie A. And then we have the table. Because I go back again with the results of the last game. Tomorrow there is another game. There is Salernitana Spezia, which is not impacting Juve at all. Roma Genoa 0-0, Inter 1, Milan 2, Fiorentina 0. There was a kid with who needs Vlahovic. Then you lose 3-0 versus Lazio. It's a lot. Sarri never won versus Fiorentina. It's the first time. 2-1 for Cagliari versus Atalanta. Probably the most important score for Juve here. Bologna-Empoli 0-0. I didn't even know they played. I didn't watch it. Venezia lost 2-0 versus Napoli in a crazy game. Napoli was not that spectacular. And don't trust the score sheet. 4-0 Sampdoria versus Sassuolo. 2-0 Udinese in the last minutes of the game. A crazy game there. And then we won 2-0. If you go to the table, and that's important one, 53 for Inter with a game in hand, and then you have at 52 points Napoli and Milan. But important for Juve is at the moment we are fourth with 45 goals. 45 goals, really important for Juve. Atalanta 43 points. Atalanta 43, 1 game in hand. We are playing versus Atalanta next week. Important, really important. Also because if you look at the next fixture, it's Napoli, Inter, Milan versus Sampdoria that today won 4-0, Atalanta, Juventus. These 2 games can say a lot, guys. Ale, oh. Ciao Kaspar. I didn't even say hello. Cherubini. It's okay, guys. There is nothing serious. Maybe he will miss Sassuolo. Maybe he will already be there. Vlahovic was wrestled too much in the second half. Crazy. Gunter did a crazy game versus him. Overall team rating 8. I would go for a 7. 8 is a bit too much, I think. Then I want to speak to the 500 people that are still on the channel here after 1 hour. Where were you when Juventus was doing bad? Where were you? Where were you? Where were you? We were here with 250 people, with 200 people. Tell me, where were you when Juventus was doing bad? That's what I want to know. He already knows how to deal the pressure playing for a bigger team. Exactly. What a guy. Immediately, yeah. Mio drag. Giuseppe, my friend, I'm very proud of my countryman Vlahovic. We all are. A great first game for our beloved Juventus. He's a beast. He reminds me of Van Basten. Ooh. Next game versus Dea, a must-win. Forza Juve. Van Basten is a big reference, huh? I see where you're coming from, huh? I don't want to compare now. Pay attention, but if Dybala leaves, should Juve go after Zaniolo? But apparently, the rumors are saying they will go whatever. Beppe, Agresti updated about Zakaria, and then you have a bandage, man, so that's not really great. So let's see what Agresti said, guys, about Zakaria. It was 36 minutes ago. But we already read that one, huh? So it's Zakaria took a hit at the lower back. Has to be checked. Chiellini, a little fatigue in the calf. No, but there is nothing really. Went crazy. So still here, Bianconeri. Look at that, Ninib is. But you have always been there. Alessio as well. I have always been there on this channel, crying together. It's true. Juventus for life. Bojan, right here with you, Beppe. Glad to see you in a good mood and not like a few weeks ago or months ago. Agresti hijacked the life. It's true. Jump scare. Yeah. I was like, what's happening now here? No, I know. Paul Lombardi. Grazie, Paul. What is Paul saying? Let me try to read Paul's comment. Grazie, Paul. Grazie for the donation. Thank you, buddy. Saying 8 for Vlahovic today. I'm a little bit skeptical on the strength of his right foot. What do you think, Beppe? I had the stats, guys. I had the stats of Vlahovic. Where did I write them? I wrote it down, guys. I wrote it down. You see. I prepared myself. All the notes. Vlahovic, this season, except of today's goal, because we have to add it, scored 2 headers, 1 with his right foot, 14 with his left foot, and then in total he scored 2 times from outside of the box and 5 penalties. So it's clearly that he's a big left foot player. 14 with his left, 1 with his right. There is no comparison. It's 1 on 14, and then 2 headers. I was expecting a goal with a header today. Didn't happen. But yes, it's true. He has a weaker right foot. If you count also last season, he also scored with his right foot, but not that much. He's really with an instinct going with the left. On the other side, I saw him today also trying with his right foot. Is weaker. It's true. He's weaker, but he's the kind of guy that will work really hard to improve that. But you know why I'm not skeptical and why I'm quite confident? Because there are certain typical left foot players like Kulusevski, for example, that he could only score from one side of the field with his left foot. So from the right side, he entered and he curled that shot, or it was really always from that side of the field where he was scoring. And I was a bit scared because Dybala is playing there, because we had in the past a Kulusevski, because we have a lot of players going from there, entering and scoring. And that's why I watched a lot of videos and things like that. And also today, he doesn't care. He's shooting with his left, of course, and a lot, but he's shooting from different position on the field. And that's important to add. So I'm not that worried because he can score from wherever. Let me check. There is a post, guys, from Mönchengladbach. I don't know, guys. Borussia Mönchengladbach, because they also posted something. Look at that. It's beautiful. I love to see that. I love to see that. Look, Borussia Mönchengladbach that retweeted actually the goal of Zakaria. They retweeted it on their channel and they said, "Congrats on your debut goal, Zakaria. Congrats on your debut goal, Zakaria." It's beautiful. We have to like it, guys. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. We love that. Oh, look at that. Apparently there is a new transfer, Giovinco to Sampdoria. It's not done, huh? It's a rumor. He's a free agent, so he can go there. Because of Manolo Gabbiadini's serious injury. Would be nice to see Giovinco back in Serie A. Always here since the beginning of your YouTube channel. I know, Sader. Paratici, Paratici, Paratici. No, that doesn't work with Paratici, Mihailo. It's Cherubini or nothing. Hello, Beppe. Greeting from Serbia. Mlaggio. Grande Mlaggio. Okay, guys. Beautiful. Again, don't take anything for granted. We didn't do nothing. We just did what we had to do. I said today in the video earlier, there are no excuses. We have to win. No excuses at all. We didn't look for excuses. There was a beautiful start for two people, from Zakaria and for Vlahovic. Super happy. So we have to continue like that. Now focus on Sassuolo with some changes, probably. With some tests, probably. Will we see some youngsters? I'm not sure, guys, that we will see some youngsters. Let's see. Beppe, is UPS still coming today? They will come tomorrow, Monday. They will come on Monday. So I'm waiting for them. I had to have the Vlahovic shirt on Thursday. Thursday, they didn't come. They said that they didn't know where the house was. I called Friday morning early. They told me, but it's here in the office. You can come. I had things planned, so I didn't go. They said then we will bring them to your house on Monday. I will have to wait. So, guys, 2 more minutes. Do you have a question I have to read or something like that? Grazie, RB comes always. Buongiorno Beppe. Buongiorno. So that means that it's in another part of the world. Rocco, maybe in Australia. Can Juve string 5-6 wins together to consolidate top 4? Cherubini's project is 50% complete. He needs to resign Dybala, Bernardeschi and Quadrado. They are speaking, guys, about Quadrado should be done. Bernardeschi as well with lower wages. So let's see who he will sign soon. I would not go for Belotti. Belotti, I always said it could have been a great addition for Juve at a certain moment. I would not go for him. Morata for 15. I would go for Morata for 15. But first of all, let's finish the season first. Because you know that Morata has that ups and downs. Which shirt did you buy? Because you have all 3 already. I went for the home. I went for the home shirt of Morata. The Vlahovic. Home shirt, but I took because that's the difference. And this one, it's the supporter version with Chiesa on it, and I went for the authentic one. I really love the authentic ones. I really, really love the authentic ones. I will probably do a video comparing authentic and fan version. Locatelli, Zakaria, and helping Vlahovic will be amazing. I'm trying to read if there are some questions or thing like that. Ninib, Beppe, chances to win the Scudetto. Guys, that's for me, it's a stretch. Look again. If we go to the table, Ninib, 53 points for Inter. They have to replay versus Bologna. So it's not Inter Milan or Inter Juve, Inter Atalanta. So it's Inter Bologna. Doesn't mean that they will win 100%. So everything can happen. If they lose versus Bologna, we have 8 points. 8 points on 14 games. Everything is possible. If they win, it's 11 points in 14 games, guys. It's a lot, huh? It's really a lot. It's really, I don't think, the mathematical are saying everything is possible. And you know, until everything is possible, we have to believe in it. But honestly, I think it's really hard. Also, because it's not only Inter. You have Inter at 8 points. You have Napoli, 7 points. Milan, 7 points. And Atalanta, if they win their recap match, they are at +1. You see? It's a lot of teams that are in front of us, and a disaster has to happen for not. You remember Napoli, Juve run for the Scudetto. At a certain moment, Napoli collapsed, and we went because we were far behind in 2016. Here it's different. It's a lot of teams. We started really bad, guys. So percentages of winning the Scudetto are small, according to me. Then, if it happens, I will never say never. But it's hard, according to me. That's what I think. Then I can be wrong, huh? Imagine if we had Chiesa. Hey, Mr. Dax, it's a good comment. Why? Because imagine if we had Chiesa, and probably we would not have done the same mercato. With Chiesa, probably you would not have gone for Vlahovic, because you said you have a lot of offensive alternatives, and we would not have gone for it. Maybe Morata would have had to leave. So you see sometimes the destiny. Then I don't know, true or not, but that's what I think. I received a lot of messages. Look at that. I received a message from who on Instagram? From Yuval. He sent me a message on Instagram, and he said, Beppe, can you show, because I took a picture from the stadium. He was on the stadium. Look at that. My favorite place on earth. Can you like my photo from our stadium? I will like your photo from your stadium. Of course I will like. I don't think it was today, guys. But it's the favorite place on earth from Lazy Travel Photography. So we put a like, and we have to do it, of course. The last one, guys. Thank you, Mohammed Youssef. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for being loyal to the channel. Thank you for being my friend from Dubai. Watched all top teams this week. Not big difference. With still stronger player list. Second place isn't difficult for Juve. We can believe in the second half. I agree with that. I watched all the big games as well. I watched Inter. I watched Lazio. I watched a lot of games. By the way, tomorrow there might be a surprise, guys. They might be a surprise, guys. Wait, I have a question. If I would talk about Serie A, would you watch? That's a question. Okay, yes or no? The question in the poll, and that's the last poll, is if I would talk about Serie A, but globally Serie A, with other supporters from Milan, from Inter, from Roma, and so on, would you watch? It's on another channel. Would you watch? Because there might be surprise starting tomorrow already. So would you watch, yes or no, or is just Juve 100%? You have to tell me that. But it's true that we have probably the best team. My thing is, in terms of men, we were stronger than the other one, than the competition, but we were missing some pieces in that puzzle. And we found it. And we found them. Now, pay attention to the ups and downs. Remember, before the break, I told you they will continue to be ups and downs, and I was ready to say, I forgive. Because we were not complete. Now, if there are again ups and downs, I will not forgive. Hey, we spent 75 million euro on the market for Vlahovic. We add on that a few million for Zakaria. We anticipated, we did a great mercato. There were 3 players that a lot of people were not liking. They are gone. Now there are no excuses anymore. The roller coaster has been stopped. Now it's maybe the first game, Verona. You could have said, they didn't have time to understand. Let's wait. No, we did well. We played well. We were convincing. Now we continue. We continue. Don't forget. Atalanta, they will not have their goalkeeper, Musso. Zapata will likely not play. So pay attention, Where is the ball? The ball is here. I took it because I was doing something like that, like Vlahovic. That's why I took the ball. But the ball is here. It will be only this channel, GJustjuve, and Juve only, please. But this channel will keep GJustjuve, and this channel will be Juventus only, without fear. But maybe I'm starting another project, guys. Inter still has a better team, in my opinion, especially in midfield. They are working since long, and they were building without pressure while they were losing year after year after year. Now. I'm not the GOAT, guys. Anthony, I'm not the GOAT. So what are people saying? 89% of the people are saying yes. I like that. Because pay attention for the surprises. Pay attention. Can be a great surprise. 8 points from third place. Inter has a game in hand, but that's what we're saying. First game in February. Chances aren't high, but there are chances for Scudetto. They are. But if you give too many hope, then we will crash. Who will play next game in midfield, you think? But it depends if you're speaking about Atalanta or if you're speaking about Sassuolo. Versus Sassuolo, I don't know why. It depends also on Zakaria injury. But if he's okay, what I think he is, I think he can play in that number 6, like Arthur played today. Why? To understand if he can play there with maybe Locatelli on the left, box to box, Zakaria as a number 6, and McKennie on the right. Marleaki on top. As a young starter. Caio Jorge. But the midfield is there. Rugani will play versus Sassuolo. If we win the Scudetto this year, I will donate 200 euro to this channel. Save that comment. Juventus for life. Don't do that. Don't do that. Keep your money. Buy yourself a shirt or 2 shirts. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you are happy, you have to be happy for yourself. Juventus for life. But thank you. Guys, this was the last comment that we will save. But again, keep that for you. Spend it for you. Have enjoy. Pay some beautiful water. You throw it over your hair. By the way, if we win the Scudetto, I will put some white beard. I will go with white. Beppe, you prefer De Jong over Pogba for the summer? I don't know. Buonanotte Alessio. Buonanotte Steph. Bye. Marco. We have a lot of Marco. Put Sule, give him a chance. I hope to see him as well. Buonanotte Robert, Aldo, Yuval, Saif, Juventus for life, Alessandro Valente, Max Anderson, Robin van der Vorst, Alted here, always there, my friend. Steph Canetta, to everyone, grande. As always, forza. Wait. 87% of the people said yes. I stopped. Grande. 453 people. When you leave, put a maximum of like. Thank you. Forza Juve. Matthew, not that serious. I think it is back. Let's monitor the situation. Tomorrow we will know more. Thank you, Forza Juve, as always. Ciao. Ciao, guys.
Juventus ha segnato